Hello everyone and welcome to the official SWGT YouTube channel. My name is Sarusa. Today we're going to take a look at SWGT Update 5.14.2, which has many monster quality of life updates, bug fixes, and more. Let's dive in. Our first update line will take us over to the account summary area. And this is a line I had actually missed last week, but if you go under the Rune scorecard, I have gone through and entered in these little icons that will actually take you into the Rune details feature. So for instance, if I want to take a look at Seal Slot 2, I want to look at these two runes, right? What are those two runes? And so here are my two runes. So just a nice little shortcut there. The next update line will take us back up to the top and take us over to the About page. I do get a lot of questions about what features SWGT has and what tiers include which, and so I have gone through and updated all of the tier comparison tables, whether it be by feature or by menu, most specifically the one for being able to actually download character JSON. So this functionality is for SWGT Personal only. It is not available on Guild or for the free account. Scrolling back up to the top, if we go over to the monster catalog, the next update lines actually is going to be more inclusive. So I have gone through and refreshed the monster catalog. I have gone through and refreshed the monster collection and the monster box on the public site, as well as on SWGT Personal. And so I have gone through and added in quite a lot of filters, as you can see. The prior version ended at the natural stars, but I have added the archetype, the overall leader skills and beneficial effects and harmful effects and other effects. All the actual passives. I actually have added the collaboration as well, because a lot of people have been asking, hey, can I only see a specific collaboration set of monsters? So those filters are all there and they're all in place. The one that most interests me is under monsters now. So these are all my monsters, so I can have all of the same filters now too. So if I want to say look for a leader skill, and let's say I want to go through and find one that will have a defense break, right? So I want to find something that has speed and something that has a defense break. Well, now here are my options for the actual leaders, right? And so I can say, okay, well, I need it to be an AoE defense break. And then you can do things for your actual cooldowns and for hits. So if you had a specific use case where you only wanted to have, let's say, one hit instead of actually multi-hits, or actually no hits, right? There are options for that. So seems like a very small update, but it took the majority of the week. Going through and refreshing all these user interfaces to make them clean and simple and easy to use is not a very simple task. So I think that they actually came out really nice. So I'll be curious what sort of feedback everybody gives. While we're in the monsters area, if I go into monsters, and let's say I go into my Varad, I had some feedback from a user saying, hey, it'd be nice if I could make notes on my monsters. So I have gone through and refreshed the entire monster page. I have broken it down now into monster stats, which is of course the default, skills, and now I do have an option for on the public site and on SWGT Personal, you can go through now and make notes. So for example, I did go through here and made a number of notes based on some of the actual feedback, and so this is something that you possibly could do on your own account. So kind of a neat feature, something that I think makes sense to have these notes on your monsters, so that way you can make notes whatever they are. I will say that these notes are private to you only. They are not shared with friends in any way, shape, or form. Before I forget, if we go up to the menu and we go to Monster Collection, the same filters are, of course, available for the Monster Collection that is available for the Monster Catalog and for the monsters as well. These updated filters are only going to be available on the public site in these features and not available on the guild sites. Switching over to the guild side, if we go to the 3MDC menu and we go to Statistics, there is, under all of the options for the battle logs, I have gone through and added in a guild filter now. So if you're part of a guild community that has multiple guilds and you're only looking for data from your guild or from, let's say, 2 guilds, you have those overall functionalities and filters now too. While I'm here, I've also gone through and defaulted this to private. There was actually a bug where this was getting set to public all the time, so it was giving people information from the actual public site, which not a lot of people are contributing their actual battle logs. So this is just a small little quality of life update that should make things a whole lot smoother. If we go to the hamburger menu and we go into account summary, the before mentioned buttons are only available on SWGT Personal because there is no Rune Details functionality on the actual guild site. So there was actually a bug that I had to fix because all of the buttons were actually showing on the guild side, and it definitely shouldn't have. And last but certainly not least, if you scroll back up to the top and we go to the monster screen. This is actually platform wide, so I did want to forget it. If we scroll down to Clara and we do a mouse over, you can see that her leader skill now actually gives a percentage, and you can see now that there's an actual Hall of Heroes on there too. And on the same hover, if we hover over one of the collaboration units, you'll see up at the top that there'll be a collaboration tag, which is just a nice little feature there. And the same thing shows on the actual monster details. So if I go into the public site and I go to my SWGT personal, if I go into, let's say, Manon, same thing on the individual monster view as well. And that's it for today. I just wanted to say a thank you to all the Patreon members who subscribe to SWGT, and to all the people that constantly give feedback about the platform. It's only through your support and efforts that SWGT is what it is today. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. We all make SWGT better together. And with that, don't forget to smash those like buttons, and I'll see all of you on the battlefield.